Hey, friend, and welcome back to the Clarity to CEO podcast. I'm your host, Philippa Channer, and this month we're diving into something that can completely change how people connect with your business. This is your brand voice. And this isn't just about cute taglines or brand colors. We're diving into the strategic power of your message, how you show up, what you stand for, and why your voice matters more than ever. Now, as you know, my mission is to help you run your business like a CEO, not just an overwhelmed operator. So throughout this month, we're going to approach content creation and brand building like a leader, not someone stuck in the weeds, but someone building something sustainable, scalable, and rooted in purpose. If you ever struggle with making your content sound like you, or if you felt like your message gets lost in the noise, this series is for you. Today, we're starting with the foundation. What is brand voice and why does it matter so much? Before we dive in today, I want to personally invite you to something I host every month called the Strategic Marketing Canvas Workshop. This is a live 4-hour virtual session for women entrepreneurs who are tired of scattered marketing and want clear direction. We focus on decision-making, not content tactics. You'll learn how to sharpen your message, lock your focus, and leave with a clear 90-day direction for your marketing. If you want a free pass to attend the next session, check the link in the show notes. I'd love to have you in the room. All right, so let's dive in. Today, again, we're going to be exploring what brand voice actually is, why it's more than just style, and how adapting a CEO-level mindset around your brand voice changes everything. And so, first topic, your brand voice. This equals your business's personality. All right, so what is your brand voice? Your brand voice is the personality of your business. It's how your business communicates, shows up, and builds relationships. And it's the personality of your content, your written tone, your spoken language, your energy, just how you show up. It's the consistent tone, the style, and the feelings that people get from your content. So whenever they talk to you, whenever they read something that you've done, whether they're reading your blog, listening to your podcast, scrolling your Instagram, or opening an email, it's the constant feeling that they get with you. But here's the shift I want you to embrace as a CEO. Your voice isn't just making your business relatable, it's a strategic business asset. Think of your brand voice like this. If your business could walk into a room and introduce itself, how would it sound? Your voice drives positioning. It influences perception. It sets the tone for the kind of clients you attract and the kind of leadership that you step into. Would your voice be calm and nurturing? Would it be energetic and bold? Would it be straightforward and professional? Or would it be warm and conversational? Either one of those are right if it's right for your brand. So your brand voice helps you create a consistent, recognizable identity across all platforms, and that builds trust. When you figure out that identity for your brand, you can use that brand voice no matter how you show up and where you show up. All right, so second point is why your brand voice really matters. Too many entrepreneurs are operating like content creators instead of CEOs. They're stuck in output mode. What should I post today? Instead of, we need to step back and ask, what message am I building authority around? And is my voice consistent with the brand I'm leading? This shift from content for content's sake to strategic messaging is what sets apart those running a hustle from those running a company. So here's why your voice really matters. First, it builds connection. People buy from brands they relate to. Your voice helps your audience feel that they know you. It also builds trust. Consistency creates familiarity, and familiarity builds trust. It also simplifies content creation. When you know how you sound, content becomes faster and easier to create. And then it also gives you confidence. You're going to stop second guessing what you're saying because your tone and style feel natural to you, because it is natural to you. It's the natural brand voice that you have. And so think about the difference between reading a post that sounds robotic versus one that sounds like someone genuinely speaking to you. Which one are you more likely to engage with? That's the power of finding your brand voice. Right, so what makes up brand voice? Your brand voice is made up of three different parts. First, there's tone. That's the emotional feel of your content. Is it playful, encouraging, empowering, or is it serious? And then there's the language. That's the second component. That's the type of words or phrases you use. Do you say clients or community? Are you formal or casual? Do you include spiritual or faith-based terms in your communication? And then there's the rhythm or the format. How your content flows. Do you use short, punchy lines? Or do you tell stories? Or are your posts structured or more conversational? You don't have to sound like anyone else, but you do have to sound like yourself consistently. You want to be able to be comfortable with how you sound and be able to show up consistently in that voice. And when your voice is inconsistent or too formal, it sounds like everyone else. People scroll past that and they don't really engage in it. And even worse, they don't remember you. So as a CEO, brand recall is currency. That's when brands are rememberable, when people are able to recall their experience with you. That is your currency. If your ideal clients don't or can't remember what you stand for or recognize your tone and authority when they see it, they're not going to invest in you. And so some common mistakes is the copycat voice. One of the biggest mistakes I've seen women entrepreneurs make is trying to adapt someone else's voice, especially someone they look up to in business. But here's the thing, your voice is already enough. Your voice is already enough. I'm going to say it again. Your voice that you have is already enough. You don't need to sound like your favorite influencer, your coach, or that viral reel creator. You just need to sound like you, because that's what your ideal clients are searching for. Your authenticity is what creates resonance, and resonance creates results. Developing your brand voice as a CEO means owning your experience and speaking with intention. This isn't about shouting or being loud. It's about clarity, ownership, and strategic repetition. When your voice aligns with your goals, your strategy starts to click. You're not just posting anymore, you're leading with a message. All right, so the last step for today is how to discover or strengthen your brand voice. If you're not quite sure about your voice, here are a few ways that you can explore and discover it. First, you want to take a look and audit your past content. What pieces felt the most natural or got strong engagement? And then you want to ask others. Ask your friends, your clients, or your audience to describe your vibe in 3 words and see what they get you. Then you can also record yourself speaking, especially if you're better at talking than writing. Your natural rhythm is your voice. And then lastly, you can use the content clarity canvas. If you've already filled out yours, you know that this is baked right into it. If not, come to the February workshop and we're going to work through this together during that free workshop together. All right. So one of my favorite prompts is, what do you want people to feel when they interact with your brand? Let your answer shape your voice. That's how you want to show up in how you talk, to how you write, and how you present yourself. That is your brand voice. What do you want people to feel when they interact with you or your brand? All right, this week, I want you to look at your most recent posts or emails. Ask yourself, does this sound like the leader of my brand? Does this reflect the experience and the results I want to be known for? And is this something I'd proudly say on stage in front of my ideal client? If the answer is not quite, that's your cue. Your voice isn't just how you talk, it's how you lead. Here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to create a brand voice. You need to claim the one that's already yours. When you do that, everything in your business, from content to sales to service, becomes so much easier, more aligned, more magnetic, and way more authentic. Your people will hear you, your message will stick, and your confidence is going to grow like never before. So thanks so much for joining me today. If this episode made you realize that you need more clarity or consistency in your content, don't do it alone. Don't forget, you can grab your free pass to the next Strategic Marketing Canvas workshop. The link for that is in the show notes. I'd love to see you there. It's going to help you gain that clarity and consistency in your content that you need. Next week, we're going to go even deeper with episode 218, how to make your content sound like you. It's going to be a fun and practical one. I'll see you there. And until next time, keep using your voice and, of course, keep shining.